Hello friends, welcome to this video. We have already seen Java is one of the most widely used programming language in IT industry. In every field of IT industry, we can use Java. That is one of the most important feature of Java programming. Obviously, there are different types of programming required in different sectors of IT industry, and therefore Java has different types of programming inside it. In this video, we are going to discuss these different types of Java programs and what are their features. So watch this video till the end and don't forget to like, share and subscribe the channel. So let's start our journey to understand what are the types of Java programming. Hello, in this video, we are going to talk about one feature of Java programming. Already we have seen different features. If you don't know the features of Java programming, I have given link below the video where you can watch different features of Java programming. For this video, I am just going to talk about three features. One is a platform independent. Second, Java is a pure object oriented. And third is Java is used in every field of IT industry. Now IT industry is very large. There are different types of developments are involved, and therefore Java also provides different types of programming. Now we are going to talk about what are these different types of Java programming. So the first one is application programming. In this case, we are going to develop different applications. Now, application programming is again divided in two parts. One is CUI, character user interface, and second is GUI, graphical user interface. In CUI, we can develop programs of C style, black screen and white characters. Here we can use different types of arguments. Generally, command line arguments are used in such kind of programming. So it's a traditional C style programming where no graphical component is used. A black screen with white characters is a general scenario. We can change the colors, but we are not using any graphical tool in this programming. The second one is GUI, graphical user interface programming, where we can use a variety of graphical tools in the program. Lot of ready-made GUI components are available in Java programming. We can use AWT, Abstract Windows Toolkit, or we can use swings where we can use different kinds of controls, GUI controls. Those are used to take input from user. They are also used to decorate your window, and in return it will generate attractive and effective user interface. GUI is right now used in almost all applications. Now, when to use CUI and when to use GUI? While learning Java, or when you are shifting from C++ to Java, at that time we can use CUI so that it will be easy to understand how to go for Java programming. And while learning Java, CUI is most preferred because here we can use different techniques instead of wasting our time in decorating the window and decorating the outcome. But once you learn the Java, then it's a time to make your program more interactive, more attractive and more effective. For this purpose, we can use GUI, we can use ready-made controls. Even Java allows you to create your own control, and you can use it for multiple times. Once you develop your own component, you can use it again and again. So code reusability concept is already provided by Java. So application programming, where we can develop different applications, different programs, and they are divided in two parts, CUI and GUI. Now this is for standalone computers, for one computer, or maximum for network programming. But when it comes to internet based programming, whenever we need to run something from browser, something from internet, or some from remote applications, now we are going to shift for other types of programming. Second type of programming is applet programming. Now, applet is a Java application that gets downloaded from browser and it executes at client side. Now, this is internet based program. Applet is a remote program. Now, here what we can do is you can run this program from a browser. Now, what is applet? Applet is a program that will get downloaded at client side and then it will execute within a stipulated area, within a defined area of a browser. Now here we can embed the applet program in HTML by using applet tag. Now there are three attributes, those are important for applet tag. Now applet tag we must provide which is the .class file that will get downloaded and execute in browser. Second one, what should be the width and height. Width and height are these two are additional attributes that will be used to define the area in which the applet program has to display the outcome. So in short, applet program is a remote program that will get downloaded at client side and it will execute and display its outcome in a browser window in a given predefined area. As far as applets are concerned, its execution will be at client side. So server is not required for applet programming. So you just have to embed applet program in HTML. Now HTML has to be used to use the applet program. To test applet programs, Java provides a concept of applet viewer. Now applet viewer is a special browser provided by Java where you can test your applet programs before testing it or before deploying it to other browsers. All advanced browsers also supports applet. Now this is about client side programming. What about server side programming? If you wish to execute something on server only, then we have to go for another type of program that is called as servlet. Now servlet is exactly opposite to applet. Servlet is a Java program that executes on server and only its output will be sent to the client. So entire code will remain on server only. So it is most secured and only its outcome that is generated after execution of the program that will be sent on client window or a browser. So servlet is a server side program whereas applet is a client side program. Servlet will remain on server whereas applet will get downloaded on a client. Both are used with other web programming techniques like HTML or any other programming. Applet and servlet, they are useful on internet programming, for internet programming, where we are using client side and server side applications. Now one more thing that we have to discuss here is something is called as JavaScript. Now JavaScript is not a part of Java language actually. We are using Java language, but it's a scripting language. It's a script, a small part of programming language. JavaScript is also used for client-side programming where we can use this JavaScript for validation purpose. Generally, it is used in ASP active server pages, or even we can use in JSP, or you can use it with simple HTML also. Next part that we have to discuss is JSP, Java Server Pages. Now here we are merging code, all types of code together in one window or together in one program. So JSP is used as an extension also. So Java, it stands for Java Server Pages. Now it's a combination of HTML, server side program and client side program. Now some part of that page will execute at server side and some part will be sent as it is to client side. So whenever any JSP page is opened, that JSP page will contain some part that has to be executed on server and some part will be given as it is to client side, and that will be an HTML form. So here JSP provides a facility where we can merge our Java code with HTML, and for this purpose we can use code delimiters. Now, what is code delimiter? Code delimiter is a symbol where we can differentiate HTML and Java code. How server will identify which code has to be executed on server and which code has to be given to the client as it is, and therefore we have to learn code delimiters. All programming, for example, you can take example of PHP, ASP or JSP, we are using HTML along with server side program, and the concept of code delimiter is same everywhere. So JSP allows you to write one program. Some part of this program will be of HTML and some part of this program will be a Java code that will be executed, and its outcome will be merged in HTML file. So these are different types of Java programs, and as per requirement in IT industry, we have to choose one of them. For application programming, we need different types of compiler. For applet programming, we can use same compiler, but we need to test it in applet viewer. And we can test this .class file of applet program by using HTML tag only. Now, servlet program requires a separate server. We can use Tomcat server. Okay. Same thing is applicable for JSP also. JSP also requires its own server. Without server, JSP page and servlet program cannot work. So in servlet, we are using pure Java code, whereas in JSP, we are using Java code along with HTML code. So we are using as per requirement. When you don't want to put your code in a web page or in any page, then you can use a servlet program. And if you want to merge the outcome of Java code in HTML web page, then you can use JSP. The choice is yours. It depends upon situation. What kind of program, what type of program you are developing. Accordingly, we have to select one of these 5 different types. Apart from this, one more type of programming is used, and that is for development of mobile applications. Right now, we are developing lot of mobile applications, and most of them are developed through Java. So Java provides one more type of programming, that is for mobile app development, where we can use J2ME micro edition, or you can also, it is also called as mobile edition, where we can use different kinds of editors like Eclipse, and we have to also use and virtual Android development kit along with this, and we can develop different mobile applications. Now it is totally different type of programming, but right now it is most widely used because for every type of program, for every industry, we are going to use a mobile app. Every organization is going to provide a mobile app for their client, and that mobile app has to be connected with the server, and it has to fetch some information, or it has to put some information on the server, and therefore mobile app development is also one of the important sector in IT industry. Java supports all of them. You can go for application programming, applet programming, servlet programming, JSP, or even a mobile app development. Everything is possible in Java, but the way of programming for each is different. One by one, you have to select them and you have to learn them. The actual Java code will be same everywhere. The syntax of Java programming will be same everywhere, but the classes and the concept of programming will be different. So I think this video is helpful for all of you to understand what are different types of Java programming, and I hope you enjoyed this learning. Please like the video and put your comment below the video. What are the things that you want to learn, and I will make more videos on it. If you haven't subscribed my channel till now, please subscribe the channel so that you will get more videos on programming and different technologies in computer and IT industry. Thank you very much for watching this video. Keep watching my videos. Thanks once again.